This is Erin Fisher, and I will be covering today the principle of representation and the perception guideline, which is at the first level of access to the curriculum. We will look at ways to offer ways of customizing the display of information, alternative ways to offer auditory information, and alternatives for visual information. When we're using technology, we have a lot of tricks at our fingertips. For instance, I can hold down, Control +++, and I can enlarge my screen. I can hold down Control and use the minus button up near in the top right near the backspace to shrink my screen. And I can hold down Control and the number 0 to reset my screen. I can also go into 3 dots on my Chrome web browser, and this will follow the user settings, and I can go into the appearance of my device. If I think my font setting is too small, I can go larger, and I can even go very large. And this is for any Chrome user, which is great because it will follow across device. I can also use the Chromebook accessibility options for my students in class. Let's take a look at the Chromebook menu. On a Chromebook, you have an option to use accessibility. If you don't see the accessibility menu already in your startup, you can turn this on by going into Settings, typing in accessibility at the top, and making sure that toggle is turned on. Once it is turned on, you will have the option in your startup menu, and you will have many features under accessibility. Some great features to enable are Select to Speak, which will allow you to have any website read aloud, Dictation, which will allow for you to speak into any website and have it type out the spoken text, High Contrast Mode, which inverts your screen, and other options such as on-screen keyboard, large mouse cursor, and so on. There are features under accessibility that are designed for those with significant visual impairment, such as Chromevox, which will read aloud every item on the page. This is designed for students with significant visual impairment, as well as full screen magnifier and docked magnifier. Please note, if you turn these on, you may not find the Chromebook runs at the optimal speed for you, so just be aware of those. They are great features for those with significant visual impairment, however, if you need that in the classroom. Let's take a look at a way we can offer alternatives for auditory information. Video is a very popular avenue to deliver content. A wonderful site that many of us use is YouTube to get video content, but you will also find these features on other video providers. Often look for the CC on a video service. If we click that CC, we turn our closed captions on. This is great for our learners because not only are they hearing the information, they can also see the text that the content provider is giving. You can also, on this video, translate that if needed. If you click this settings gear, you have a variety of options. Under subtitles, you can click the caret, and you can auto-translate to a host of languages. Now, it is important to note, it uses Google Translate, so it does the best it can, YouTube. It's not perfect translation, but it's better than no translation at all. In this menu, you can also slow down the speed of the video, which is great for students that may need to take this in at a slower pace. Additionally, you can also increase the speed if students can listen to this at a quicker pace. YouTube and other video platforms offer us a lot of accessibility in terms of how we can gather our content. It's great to know that these little features exist. You can also, if needed, pull the transcript of your video. In the 3 dots, you can open that transcript, and up here it will give you all of the text, and as the video plays, the text that you are on will highlight as it goes. You'll notice each line it will go to when you're on that line. Lastly, we have some great alternatives for visual information. You'll notice that we have emojis in here. I had this in under auditory, but emojis can also be used for visual. And this is a language that many people speak because it's using symbols to represent language or auditory information. And if you click the Windows period on your desktop, you will bring up that emoji menu, which is great because it has a lot of diversity, and you can also find various symbols to represent content that may help greatly with our English language learners. On a Chromebook, it is the search button, shift, and space. Other options for alternatives for visual information in addition to the emojis is also using sound effect boards. Here you'll find various sound effect boards that you can use to represent information, as well as Mote is a great option for text to speech, or speech to text rather, and you have some options in here with read aloud and select to speak as well. I hope you enjoy going through some of these links. There are a lot of great options for alternatives for visual information, auditory information, and ways we can customize our information. Reach out with any tips or any assistance you may need. Thank you.